What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We took Michael's riches in a series where we got to test him to see if he can get rich again. In the last episode, we found out that Michael got his life back to track by getting back into the business of stealing stuff from people. If you've been watching the last few episodes, you know that this process was actually not that easy. So I'm not actually going to spoil what happened in the last episodes and let you go watch them yourself. And just like they usually say, crime does pay well. Michael was making some good amounts of money stealing from people, even though it wasn't really ethical, but you know, it's money, bro. We need money. So come with me through this journey as we find out if Michael is going to get rich or not.
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you watched the last episode, Michael discovered that there's big money in robbing houses, and as a result he decided to keep it up regardless of the consequences that you might see later in this video. Anyways, Michael was getting tired of putting in work and not making huge moves. So in today's video, he set himself a big objective. What's this objective, you might ask? Well, Michael was going to get himself a brand new house. So without wasting any time, Michael got to work and it was time to make money for a new house. So that's our first house of the night. Let's see how much we make from that.
Yeah, boy.
So from our first delivery of the night, we've cashed in a total of about $191,000, which is a pretty good amount, but we need a little bit more if we want to get a good house. So to reach his goal, Michael spent right about the whole night stealing from people and trying to make as much money as he possibly could. So just in case y'all didn't know, I actually have to lockpick the house first before I get in. So let me just get that done. Then secondly, we're not making the same mistakes we made in the first episode. We have to switch off the alarm. And then now we can get the last stuff that we need for this night. And you know what I'm saying, we can make some last good money and try to get ourselves a new house. Let's see what happens. If only it was going to be that easy. Now as Michael was robbing the house, he did everything quite right, but right after he got in his car and started off, he got in trouble with the police and had no idea this police chase would actually be this bad. Okay, so we can't let this situation happen the same way it happened last time. We have to get away from the police because we have way too much on us. We barely got away from the police and the car was extremely damaged. At this point, we really just have to park it somewhere. We sold the final stuff we had for the night and we drove back slowly to the boss's place to sign out and leave our car there for the night.
I'd like to order a cab, please.
So when Michael woke up to the next day, he wasn't that sad because he was up $250,000. Because his main car was damaged and now noticeable by the police, he had to get himself a new one which is going to use to move around and do some regular citizen things so that, you know, they don't know that it's him. So he got to the dealership and found a car which was perfect for such situations, and this was the Toyota Camry. After buying the car, he customized it up a bit to his liking, and then Michael also decided to upgrade his clothes and get something a little bit more presentable. So now, after buying the car and remaining with about $180,000, Michael was feeling nice, looking good, and ready to get himself a brand new house. So after checking through literally one house, we found out that prices for houses are really expensive, especially in this specific area. So instead of going for luxury, we decided to pick a house that's going to be perfect for our situation. In this case, because Michael is a criminal, we need a place that's a bit far away from civilization, maybe with a few people but not too much. And secondly, we needed a place that had a good garage where we can store 2 or more cars. And thirdly, our price range had to be $100,000 to $150,000 because, you know, the money has gone down. So after we had the clear picture of the house that we wanted, looking for one specific one made it really easier. So Michael spent the rest of the day trying to get a house that suited his needs.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
After spending some time looking through a couple of houses, we found one which was pretty nicely priced. But the only problem with this house is it was in a place that was full of people, and this wasn't good. Because if you remember, we needed to get the house that was far away from too many people. So unfortunately, after a full day of looking through for a house, he wasn't able to find one good one that suited his needs. So he went back home after getting himself a snack, and he was going to start again on the next day. And this time, Michael would get lucky because he found himself the perfect house. So it was a beautiful day and Michael woke up knowing this time he's going to find a perfect house for himself. But for some reason, even before he got far with the day, he got himself in a fight. It's like this guy just can't avoid violence. It's just something else.
Stop it. Get some help.
Anyways, after another long and really stressful day, he managed to find himself a perfect house. Alright, this is a good area. Let me check out the price. Yo, we might actually be in luck. That's crazy. It had everything. A good price, a good area, it had a garage, and most importantly, it had the perfect price for Michael.
Ela chega, domina o baile, é foda demais. Gata, braba, safada, bagunça meu juízo em paz. Vai embolando, jogando um pouquinho sem dó nem dó. No grave que bate, que bota com bota, que bota com bota com muita pressão. No pato